Hello, everybody, and welcome to 3 Years Live AMA. Anita Mlakar is my name, and I'm the host of this AMA. It is Wednesday. We are here every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Central European Time. And thank you if you are with us right now. I can see that some of you are already here. It is time to ask your questions, write them down in the comments. You can also comment, of course, this AMA. And I'm really looking forward because Sandi, the CEO of 3Air, will also be with us in a couple of minutes from South Africa. Yes, he's traveling all over the world these days, and we're happy to have him here also. Although I have to tell you, he didn't sleep for a while, but he is good looking and happy today. So he will be with us in a couple of seconds. Before that, I would like to invite you, of course, to follow us. If you're not subscribed to YouTube channel, do subscribe. Please follow us. We have our channels. We are on Discord, on Twitter, and on Telegram, and you can become a part of these channels where we are having all days conversations, answering your questions, and so on and so on. We are also on social networks. 3Air, just look up, and you can, of course, follow us there too. Let me just give you a short introduction of our project. Maybe you are new here and you are not aware of what we are doing. So 3Air is the world's first blockchain platform that helps individuals and businesses thrive on Web3 with broadband internet. It is a blockchain platform with connectivity in mind. If you are unconnected, you are underpowered. So we are trying to give people internet connection to empower them, and at the same time, we're educating people, and we are doing that in Africa with two technologies: K3 last mile solution and our 3Air internet. And once you are connected to the internet, you get a digital identity from us. And of course, you can identify yourself with it. We also create your digital bank account, giving you a custodial or non-custodial wallet. We are providing financial services. We also have outside partners that will provide additional digital revenue streams. And once we put you through all these steps, you're connected, banked, and empowered. So thank you for being with us. Sandi Bitenc, CEO of 3Air, is right here, right now. Hello, Sandi.
Hello, hi everyone. Hi Anita. How are you?
I'm great. I wanted to ask you the same question.
You look great. You have a lot of color.
I do. Well,
You've
yeah,
been
the
in the
sun.
sun.
A little bit. I'm hiding from sun. They say it's not very healthy, but if you're walking around a lot, then it gets you, no
I
matter how.
disagree. I think sun it is healthy. It
Yeah,
does give you the vitamin D that you need. So, but of course, it's not healthy if you get a sunburn.
that's true. That's true. So we have to be careful, and everything in small doses is okay, right? Sandy, you are right now in South Africa. You are on the way for, we just counted 34, 35 hours. You didn't get any sleep, but still, you're looking great.
I got a bit of sleep, but you know how it is sleeping on a plane. Yeah, we actually we woke up yesterday at 6. It's funny. It's actually the same time zone that we are in right now. But we flew. So in the morning we needed to go to Austria to get our visas first, because it was done in the last minute. So we picked up our visas there, and then we went for to the airport in Vienna. Then had a 6 hours flight to Dubai, and then we landed at 11 something, or a bit before 11, and then our next flight was at 4, that was going from Dubai to Johannesburg. And when we were already on the plane, some funny things started happening. There were some funny announcement that the cabin air pressure is dropping, and the mask will fall down now, and such funny thing. Although we were on the ground, right? So it's no way that the air pressure can fall. And then there was somebody on the plane that got apparently sick or something like that, and they didn't know if he's gonna be okay. And then after an hour, then they decided to take him off the plane, and then they needed to take off also all the luggage, and I was like, why don't they just fly all the luggage there and return the luggage? But no, security said no way. If the guy is going off the plane, they needed then to, because it was like the one of the first ones in, so they needed to take all the luggage out, and there were over 500 people on the plane, and then
Oh,
back. So we were on the airport in the plane, really sitting like that inside for over 2 hours,
oh my
and
God.
yeah, no, not really a lot of quality sleep there, for sure not. So then when we landed in Johannesburg, it was also we were waiting over an hour to get our luggage. So we came into the hotel about 2 hours ago, something like that. So and now we went to get something to eat, and now here I am, not
Here
so
you
sharp as usual. I already I'm getting a bit of brain fog, but yeah, tomorrow is gonna.
are. Someone wrote, let me see, that you have, here it is. Great chair. Nice chair. It suits you. You know,
Yeah, I'll take it with me.
like a king sitting on your chair, comfortable.
Game of Thrones.
It really is good. You know, I'm just looking at the scene, and it's really nice. So, Sandy, you're in hotel right now. This is a hotel
Yeah,
place.
yeah.
Okay. So when will you get some sleep? Because I know that you're not going to do it after our AMA, right?
No, so after the AMA, I need to go and check up on all the emails and chats and so on, and then at 6 I have a another call, and then at 7:30 I'm meeting. I have the first meeting here. So let's see. That one will probably take 2 hours or something like that, and then after that I'll probably get some sleep. But here I am, right? The work needs to be done. So I do think we'll have some good info coming from, maybe not so much from Johannesburg. So Johannesburg is mostly I'm giving a lecture on the Johannesburg University on Friday. So I have some tomorrow I need to prepare, and there's also an event going on at the Johannesburg University, so I'll be attending that one tomorrow. And then on Saturday we are already flying to Cape Town, and then I have a important meeting there. Hopefully everything goes well. So hopefully I'll be able to share some good news from Cape Town. Let's say later next week.
Okay, I'm sure you will. Now you will give us a short update today, a really short one, so that because we are used to that, you're spoiling us every week. We're talking a little about what is happening on the scene right now, also on the market. But just maybe for starters, because we have a question, maybe someone new here, maybe we should start with that. Just to give a short brief, has 3Air been launched yet? Is the question that is popping out here in the comments. So, Sandy, just in a short.
Yeah. So the question is probably about the Trier token. So no, the Trier token hasn't been launched yet, and we are giving these updates now regularly each week, because we are kind of fine tuning the exact date that will allow us to have the best launch possible. Right up until now, the market didn't really allow for any successful token launches. So we are. We've been thinking and talking a lot this past week and the last days, because Bitcoin and the crypto market started picking up again. So let's see what happens. What actually right now, what we see is, the possibility that this is still not just really turning the trend, but it could be actually a bull trap, and we could still go down in, let's say, next week on the 27th. I think 27th is again Wednesday, right? So on the 27th, we have the Fed meeting, and I think a lot will be decided on that meeting. How high the interest rates raise is going to be again, and those can still kill the market, or they can really get the market going. But we will decide the on the exact date of the token launch, the week after the 10th of August. So on the 10th of August, the CPI numbers come out, and I do think that, if the CPIs come out good, then we won't be seeing a lot of rate hikes in September, and that'll probably get everything going again, at least for a few months, let's say it like this. So I think this is going to be the day. Then we if the August the CPI numbers are good, then we'll launch around mid-September. If they're not good, then we'll launch mid-October. But those are now the two dates, kind of how we are planning everything.
Okay, this is actually important information and, just to the point. So thank you, Sandy. Because you are following everything that is going on right now, is there something new to add from, let's say, a week before that?
Well, I've been a bit, off the grid for the last 35 hours, and also the night before. So I don't know exactly, everything that happened, but the general overview is, the market started rallying, and it was actually after our last AMA when the CPI numbers came out, and they were actually bad. So just the instant reaction to that was a pull down in the market. So Bitcoin went down to 19K and just a bit below, and then everything started rallying, and now I think we're right now hitting 24K or something like that with Bitcoin, and that's really really good. But what was funny is that, and actually, really good and encouraging for the token launches, that um, everyone went actually like fully degen, fully risk on. So the majority of the altcoins actually rallied before Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is now catching up a bit. I think Ethereum was the one that was leading everything, and there was some good news because Ethereum came out with their date for the merge, and the merge should be in September. Let's see. Hopefully, it is in September because we are waiting for the ETH 2.0, and that's a part of it. Um, you know, it's on the roadmap since Ethereum was actually launched. So they are like 5 years late or 4 years late, something like that. But yeah, it looks like we have the date now. Hopefully, it'll hold, and that went, let Ethereum really, really rally. And Matic had some good news. So there was some collaboration going on between Matic and Disney. So this was a big one. And then, also the other old coins went up, and now Bitcoin is taking the lead. And that's actually the real sign of a healthy market. So usually what happens is first Bitcoin goes up, and then everything else follows afterwards. This is how it usually is. And then you have Bitcoin, then you have like the big blue chip altcoins, like the top 10 or top 20 maybe, and then afterwards the small caps come. And that actually then means that we are going into the alt season, and the alt season is the best time to launch a new token. I don't think we'll go into full alt season for our launch, so we will be launching it before that. And yeah, what else did I wanted to say? And now it's escaped my mind.
It will come back. Sandy, there, I'm following a little what is going on also in discussion in our channels. I see that you are there a lot of times answering the questions. And what people are mostly questioning about the growth of the market, or what is the main question? What to do right now? How to behave? Is there a lot of uncertainty? How is your feeling?
I think everything is still quiet. Everyone is waiting for the token launch. I do think that the community understands that it doesn't make sense to launch it right now, maybe right now it's the time that we could, right, start thinking about it. But I think, waiting for another two, maybe 3 weeks to really have the exact date. And really, we will have the exact date of the token launch, just a few days after the 10th. So let's see what happens with the CPI numbers on the 10th of August. I think that's the main thing. I haven't sensed really any, let's say, fear on or uncertainty, or something like that. But if there is, we are always open and ready to answer any questions.
Yeah. And AMA is the place for questions. So we have another one coming up. Madabuike Daniel, do you intend to create a 3-year virtual card? And it goes on, we can use to make online purchases.
Right now, that is not on the roadmap. You know, we're not excluding it. I know how it can be done in that sense, but right now it is not something that we are, really working actively on, or even included in our roadmap.
Okay, thank you, Daniel, for the question. And of course, questions are welcome here right now in this few minutes, Sandy, that we're together giving the update. Uh, Please do tell us, Sandy. You said that you're after that you're going to Cape Town, and then what? How are you going to spend the rest of the summer? Let's say till the day that we will have a token launch. Are there any special plans?
Well, right now, in during summer, there is not a lot of events going on, or so. What I want is, I want to settle down on a place that has good internet, so that I can really focus and be there for the token launch. On mid of September, I am invited to the CV Labs main event in Switzerland, and I'll be a speaker there. So I'll be for sure in Switzerland. I think it's on the 14th or on the 15th of September. Then end of September, there is an event in Minnesota with the African Chamber of Digital Commerce. So I'll be a speaker there also. And once I'm in the US, end of September, then mid of October in Colombia, there is the biggest ETH event, the DEF CON, that was now, postponed for more than 2 years already because of COVID. So this is probably going to be one of the biggest events there is for, I think, any type of smart contract related blockchain event. I do think this is going to be a really, really big one. So that's kind of the plan for the next few months. And in between, we'll for sure launch the token.
Mhm. How is our NFT market progressing?
Well, we didn't do any marketing push right now. As we talked about in the previous AMAs already, right now it doesn't make sense to spend money on marketing because there's just no returns on it. A lot of people exited the space; they're not following it, and they're not taking it really, seriously, or with the intention of spending any time or effort or money on joining any new projects. So it is there, it's functioning. We are working on porting it also over to the Scale blockchain, and this will probably be done in next week. I also, we were talking about it, that this week should be the week that we can possibly deploy the digital identities directly on chain, and create a demo version, or this or next week. I am a bit, you know I cannot be so much present there, so maybe it'll take a bit longer, but we are getting there now really shortly. So, and then we're also working on some other demo versions. We are looking into getting a big investor, a strategic partner on board, but they want to see some demos. And how we were creating everything right now, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be actually done in the back end and the front end where you can test things. It's really the minor thing to do in the end. So we're trying to get part of what we've already done on on a demo version, so that possibly we'll possibly select a few also out of our community that can really then test it.
Yeah. So I think this is the silence before the big storm, but a good storm, not a bad storm. The storm that is bringing the rain, and then everything blooms after the rain. And what I think you and of course the team should do right now is gain some strength to be ready for the fall, and then full speed, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So um, my main thing right now is still thinking about how to create the best token launch possible, and of course on the other thing also, helping with guiding the developers and everything.
Okay. I would like to thank you, Sandy, for taking the time and being with us without the sleep, without eating properly, without taking a rest, but always taking time for community. This is a really nice gesture. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for being here and everyone else.
Yeah, thank you all for being with us. And of course, it is time for questions all the time, actually, in our channels. And we will be live back next Wednesday at 5 p.m. As usual, don't miss it and have a great time. Thank you, Sandy.
Bye bye.